Hi everyone. I just ate the biggest bowl of Takis. Takis are possibly the worst thing you can put in your body. I mean, they just taste like they're bad for you.
But if it's so bad, why does it make me feel so good?
Oh yeah, and if you guys hear screaming, it's not a big deal. It's just my kidneys begging me to stop poisoning my body. Okay, so today I would like to talk about Susan Yara. Susan is an influencer. She's a skincare expert on YouTube. She started the channel Mixed Makeup, and she also has her own personal YouTube channel. I liked Susan. I was subscribed to Mixed Makeup for a while. She introduced me to double cleansing, which is where you use an oil cleanser and then follow up with a gel to take off makeup. And it works really well. It changed my skin. But sadly, I don't really know that I can support Susan anymore because she's, for lack of a better phrase, stepped in deep shit. So she's recently come out with her own skincare line. It's called Naturium. It kind of sounds like an MLM brand name, but it's not an MLM brand, which is pretty much the only good thing I can say about this release. Wow, it's a pretty low bar. Susan makes a lot of videos about skincare. She provides some cursory ingredient information, and she talks about things that are necessary and unnecessary in skincare. Like she doesn't like makeup wipes, she doesn't really wear eye creams, things like that. I think the channel's most popular videos are the ones where Susan critiques other people's makeup routines. She's done a lot of videos like that with Dr. Pimple Popper, Jackie Ina, Bella Thorne. Side note, the Bella Thorne one, it hurt to watch. Susan even has a Facebook group full of fans, and this is where the whole thing kind of started. So back in April, Susan started promoting a brand called Naturium on her Facebook group. She hyped up the products, she had an affiliate code, she even compared the products to The Ordinary. Susan has said in the past that she doesn't really love The Ordinary. I'm not entirely sure why. Kind of just seems like she doesn't like them because it's a cheap skincare brand. Within the past couple of days, Susan has announced that her relationship with the brand goes a lot further than we thought it did. Like, way further. As in, she co-founded the brand. There are so many things wrong with what Susan did. First of all, and honestly above all, it's illegal. According to FTC guidelines, she should be revealing any relationship she has with any brand. Like, this is really bad. She could get a hefty fine. And there was no indication in her videos up until a couple days ago that she had any relationship with Naturium. But now, if you go look at the description of the videos where she's mentioned the brand, it says there in a sort of disclaimer that she is a co-founder. Another reason this is wrong is like, she straight up lied to her fans. In her Facebook group, she acted like she just stumbled upon the brand and like she used it for the first time and it was amazing. She literally said in the Facebook group, if you like The Ordinary, try this instead because the skincare ingredients are better quality. She reviewed products and even featured a vitamin C serum in one of her videos. And she still didn't reveal that it was her brand in order to look unbiased to customers. What? She is biased. It was a biased review. She even bashed a well-known and well-loved skincare brand, comparing it to her own brand and saying hers is better. But of course, she didn't think to reveal that the products she was gassing up were hers. Thirdly, and this is the one that just baffles me, she lied about the entire line being completely vegan. She claims that the products are all vegan, yet she's using cruelty-free honey and beeswax in them. I'm pretty sure honey and beeswax come from like bees. Oh yeah, I too am vegan. I just occasionally, eat animal products. But yeah, other than that, I'm totally vegan. See, it doesn't make any sense. I just don't even think this was something she had to lie about. It's just such a dumb lie. While skincare being vegan is definitely a perk, it's not a necessity for a lot of people. I'm saying products being cruelty-free and vegan may not matter to different customers. It is so weird. She could have just marketed it cruelty-free and that would already have given her brand a leg up. Instead, she straight up lied about it being vegan. And she didn't have to. Like, it boggles my mind. And just, by the way, if something is made up of or contains animal products, it is by definition not vegan. It's just so bizarre to me. In the description for her hyaluronic acid, there's an asterisk next to the word vegan, indicating that the product contains beeswax and honey. Plus, a lot of people have sensitivities or allergies to bees and beeswax. They might not even buy vegan products because they're vegan, but instead might get them because vegan products definitely won't contain beeswax. Just imagine someone with an allergy is putting faith in Susan, putting faith in her brand, giving money to buy a product that they think doesn't contain beeswax, and then having a damn allergic reaction because the product contains beeswax. You know what, guys? Take a shot every time I say beeswax. It's so like sketchy and straight up wrong. And the skincare line is just weird. It's almost like hypocritical. A lot of the ingredients and products in the line are things that Susan says she doesn't personally need or use, and she doesn't recommend that we need them either. Like I said, I've watched mixed makeup. I liked Susan. So having seen her videos, I know that Susan doesn't like a lot of fragrance in her skincare. The products contain fragrant essential oils. She says she doesn't really like or use eye creams. There's an eye cream in her skincare line. She says that people don't need face oils, and she personally does not use face oils. There are multiple face oils in her skincare line. I mean, in her video, she does say these are products you can use, but you don't need. Like, they would be nice to have, but you definitely don't need them. I just feel like including all of these products in her skincare line just negates the point she made in her videos about them. It feels like a money grab to me. I mean, Susan told me I don't need a pure hyaluronic acid serum because my other products may also contain humectants, but here she is trying to sell me a hyaluronic acid serum with glycerin and honey. Humectants. Like, what's the point?
Susan, you told me I didn't need it.
It's just weird. This whole line is weird, and it doesn't sit right with me. It's just so not Susan. I'm seeing people all over Instagram and Twitter praising Susan and saying, oh, we're so proud of you. Can't wait to buy the skincare line. I don't know how they don't feel wronged by her. She is scamming fans. She introduced her own skincare line to them under the guise of having just stumbled upon it. There are people who are mad, and rightly so. Why wouldn't they be? But there are also people out here like excusing Susan and proclaiming their undying love for her brand and saying, oh, I can't wait to buy your products. To me, Susan has lost her credibility. She touts her knowledge of skincare all the time. Even when she reviewed Dr. Sandra Lee's skincare routine, she was saying, oh, I could compete with her in my knowledge of skincare. Really? You want to go head to head with Dr. Pimple Popper, a real medical doctor? Susan is not a dermatologist. She's not an esthetician. She's more of a fan of skincare than a skincare expert. She did say that she was a beauty editor and she wrote beauty and wellness articles for Forbes. But frankly, I don't think she has the credentials to be considered a legitimate skincare expert. People question her credibility all the time because she doesn't really appear to have a formal education on skin or skincare. I think that coming out with a fabulous skincare line could have been a great way to boost her credibility. But she really dropped the ball with this marketing scheme. And that's what it is. It's a scheme. Fans have lost trust in her, and I understand why. The entire basis of the marketing was misleading. Any success the brand has had up until now is based on lies. When I think about these issues, I try to remain objective and kind of put myself in the other person's shoes. I want to think about what their motives could have been, what they could have been thinking. I want to show a little bit of empathy. But unfortunately, there's nothing that I can say to defend Susan in this situation. I don't think there's anything Susan can say to defend Susan in this situation. She keeps apologizing, saying she only had good intentions, but how can you lie to people for months, secretly make money off of them and their trust in you, and then say you had good intentions? Not only, I guess, has she lost her credibility, but she's lost the respect of a lot of fans. Her apologies on Instagram were really bad. It was very much an I'm sorry you feel that way apology. Yeah, that's a great way to blame the situation on your viewers and supporters. This also, like, low-key leads me to believe that she knew fully that what she did was wrong. Not only ethically, but legally. Specifically, she replied to Instagram comments saying, "Thank you for the feedback. I'm sorry it felt deceitful." Yeah, Susan, I too am sorry that you felt this was an acceptable marketing strategy. Well, I guess I kind of can empathize with Susan. The makeup and skincare market is so saturated right now. I mean, the cup really floweth over. These days, instead of buying whatever's on the shelf, Customers have to do research. They have to try different products. They have to choose which brands to give their money to. I guess I understand Susan's actions in that respect. These days, with so many options, it's going to be really hard to convince people that your skincare line is the one they need and your skincare line can do the most for them, and that your products are unique and there's nothing else like it out there. The problem with this is that Susan went about it in just such a deliberately deceptive way. She claims that she wanted to hear real feedback from people about the products and that she wanted her products to speak for themselves. But she can't even provide an objective review on the product because it's hers. It's hers. Susan is a smart, capable woman, which is why it comes as a surprise to me that she'd be willing to dupe her fans. I don't believe her reasoning at all. I believe that she believes in her reasoning, but then again, cognitive dissonance is a powerful force. I want to give Susan the benefit of the doubt because I like the channel so much. I liked her. However, I won't personally be supporting Naturium or mixed makeup anymore. It just feels like icky to me now. I don't know if Susan can come back from this, but I really hope that she'll be able to gain back the trust of her followers who are still willing to put faith in her. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about the situation. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. If you support Susan, if you don't support Susan, if you're on the fence, I want to hear it. I want to know what you're thinking. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day and I hope to see you back soon. Bye. Hey, surprise, I'm actually back. There have been developments. Susan has put out her apology video and I have thoughts. The first thing I noticed was the video was monetized. The first thing she did was acknowledge how bad the situation looks, which I appreciate because she's right. It looks pretty bad. She says that she wasn't the formal co-founder of Naturium until a couple weeks ago, which, like, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's not even really relevant, seeing as no matter what, she still had involvement with the brand that she didn't disclose. She never specifically addressed the illegality of her actions. She still lied and was personally linked to the brand and failed to tell fans. And she did it again, the whole, "I'm sorry you feel disappointed in me." That's not an apology, Susan. It just feels so disingenuous to me. And the thing is, throughout the video, she continues to hype the products too. That's crazy. You couldn't have just, not at this point in time. She does say that she's donating the revenue that she's earned from the discount code to a couple different charities. So that's, nice, I guess. So to wrap up, here are my final thoughts. I feel for Susan. She looks really upset. But it seems to me that she's most upset that the launch didn't go exactly the way she wanted it to. She also still asked people to think about supporting the business, which I definitely am not going to now. Throughout the video, she keeps saying, "I was wrong, but I had good intentions, but I didn't mean for this to happen." It comes off as very defensive, and quite frankly, it looks like she's only apologizing because she got caught. It just seems to me that she's turning the tables and deflecting, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry for giving off the impression of doing shady business." It wasn't an impression, Susan.
It's illegal.
I don't know, she was crying and by the end of the video, I ended up feeling bad, which is really weird because I'm pretty sure that I'm not the one who violated FTC guidelines and duped my devoted fans. Either she was way more involved with Naturium than she's admitting in the video, or she just carelessly slapped her name on all the bottles. Overall, it seems like the person Susan deceived the most was herself. All right, okay. That's all I have to say. Thanks again for watching. Bye, guys.